This is Andy of QualityStocks. Today is Wednesday, May 18th, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at King Gold Jewelry. This is a NASDAQ capital market stock trading under ticker KGJI. Quite a fall this chart's had from up here around $9, $10 at the end of last year all the way down to just under $2 now. Looks like it's setting up a support level. We want to take a look at these indicators and see if they're giving us any hints this might be trying to climb. See the MACD trending back towards zero. Now if you look a little closer at this, I'm not a big fan of this MACD histogram, which is actually trending downward. You can see it a little bit more clear in the PPO. So as always, it's going to be a chart we're going to have to pay attention to the support levels, make sure they hold. But some classic kind of things going on, coming off the PPO ADX pinch with the trend back towards zero. That has a pretty nice look. Positive and negative DIs properly positioned for it to try and make a reversal. See overall the MFIs are trending upward, trying to hold that 50 mark. So at this point they're leaning towards the bullish side of things. See the accumulation distributions actually showing a little bit of an uptrend to it. And that's reinforced by the Chaikin money flow, which has now moved into the green. See a nice trend back towards zero, even on a longer term, overall uptrend. Buying pressure has finally overcome selling pressure at this point. CCI also demonstrating an uptrend, breaking through negative 100. We talk about that a lot of times on charts. Bottom feeders will use that as a buy point. It'll be a sell for them if it breaks back down through negative 100. Full stow trying to come out of oversold territory at this point, showing a little bit of momentum. And the trick's also trending back towards zero. So there are some hints from these lower indicators this might be trying to make a turn. Or some key points with the RSI is that break of 50. All three of them need to make that move, get on top of it. You can see the 14 and 21 are both just channeling sideways at this point. 7, of course, whipsaws a little bit more. So you want to see this 14 and 21 start to make a little bit stronger move and climb their way towards 50. You can see it's been a long time since it's made it over that level. Been pretty bearish, and obviously the price per share reflects that. As I mentioned, key point to this chart, must hold that $1.80 mark. It's a bottom support. If it falls through that, chances are we're going to see something else along these lines where it fell from $2.75 all the way down to $1.80. Not saying that's going to happen, but chances are greatly increased if that does happen. That bottom support must hold. See this closed at $1.95. Pretty low volume stock. You can see 126,000 shares traded. That's about average for it. So we'll pay attention. We'll see a little bit more of an uptick in these volume bars. See some more strength coming in. Show some people are seeing it as a buying opportunity. Reinforce the idea that it's trying to hold this as a bottom and possibly trying to make a move upward. Another point of technical analysis, see these Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten up, channel sideways. You can see through here, tightened up, channel sideways. That typically tells you that a move is coming. It doesn't tell you which direction, but it tells you to keep your eye peeled for a move. You can see in this case, that move happened to be downward. Like I say, it doesn't tell you which way, but it tells you to start paying attention for a possible move. With these Bollinger Bands tightening up through here, it could get a little bit tighter. You can see they can really snug up, but they are certainly moving closer, so something to pay attention to. From a resistance standpoint, a few different levels through here. Right there around $2. But that $2.11 mark is going to become a little bit tougher. Of course, the 50-day moving average is dynamic. It's moving downward. That's going to reinforce that area as being a tough spot. And it'll be a key point for it to make a new higher high and possibly start to establish an uptrend. Beyond that, you're going to see a little bit more, but it's pretty sizable moves from that point up there around 250. Certainly stiffening up around this 265, 270 mark. The strong area of support. Couldn't make it back through it on the bounce. That's going to be a very tough spot for it. Of course, above that as well, you're looking at that 325 mark, trying to make a new high. Again, that's way off in the distance. Huge gains from where it is at this point. Be more focused on the near term. And that's that $2.11 mark. And a little bit farther term, look for it to be 265, 270. Be very tough on it. But we're getting some hints from these indicators that a move is possibly going to be coming. I think this chart's worthy of putting on radar to see if it's going to hold this support level, or if King Gold has finally found a bottom, and possibly going to try and move upward from this point. So I'm going to throw it on the watch list for the rest of this week and in the weeks to come and see how this performs. As always, merely my interpretation of the KGJI chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.